Hey Rockheads, Tita Smasher along with Big Rick, and of course we've got Ivan, frontman of Five Finger Death Punch. We're at Mayhem 2013 here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I had to travel a long way from North Carolina, Jacksonville, North Carolina, just to come out and see you. No, don't be sorry. I'm going to go visit family okay. Here, so cool. yeah. Having a great time. Can't wait to see you guys.
It's going to be a good one. Been interesting up to this point.
Oh yeah? Anything, any stories?
Oh, it's just the first time we've toured in like 8 months. So for us, we're still getting the rust off our knees right now. So.
Well, I appreciate you guys not touring because you're working on an album. I know how much you hate being stuck. Well, yeah. I know how you hate being stuck in the studio.
I hate the studio. Can't stand it.
But we love that you are in the studio making this up. So 2 albums. You guys just are on fire and just kept writing and just couldn't stop, or?
We just kept coming up with better material as down the road. So it just seemed moot to kind of, shelve it. Usually what you do is you chop the fat and keep like 10 or 12 songs. And there was just no need for it. Everything stood on its own, so we just decided to build 2 albums and stuff.
That's kind of a hell of an aspiration to put out 2 great records at one time. I'm sure you think you can do it, and I think we all think that you can. But did anybody talk you into it, or did you guys decide?
No, we decided.
We can do it.
We decided. Yeah, I mean, like I said, we went to the label, and they thought it was a horrible idea. Like, nobody does that anymore, yada yada. And we threw all the material at them and said, okay, you pick the best. And they said, okay, you're right, we're going to put out 2 albums.
That's awesome. Usually you don't get that kind of support from a record label.
At all. Yeah. No,
you guys have a great record label.
Oh yeah, they're fantastic people. Yeah. Good management, the whole thing.
So, Righteous Side of Heaven, Wrong Side of Hell.
Wrong Side of Heaven.
Wrong Side of Heaven, Righteous Side of Hell.
It's alright. The longest title of all time.
If you're going to put out 2, you got to have it 2 records worth, so
yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, so is it a concept album? Is it anything?
No, not necessarily. I mean, like I said, originally when we did decide to put up 2 albums, one of them was going to be titled Wrong Side of Heaven, and the other was going to be Righteous Side of Hell. But since we decided to trinkle them, it just seemed moot to kind of separate.
Right. So I heard that Rob Halford was on the, what show was it?
Golden God Awards?
No.
Oh, you're talking about
when he
that
said
metal show.
That metal show.
Yeah.
He said Five Finger Death Punch is one of his favorite bands right now.
I couldn't believe it. My jaw just
I was just going to say, what went through your head right when they're like,
nothing. I thought I was sleeping. So, no, it was fantastic.
Like Petrie.
Yeah. So when we approached him and he said yes, it was just an absolute surreal moment. I mean, it's an apex of my career for sure.
Yeah.
Plus we got Max Cavalera, we got Jamie Joster from Hatebreed.
Oh, Jamie.
Me too. Maria Brink. We even got Tech 9.
Well, of course.
So just to throw a wrench in the system.
I love it though.
Yeah, I was going to say, I love the idea of branching 2 things together that normally don't go together. We just saw Evan Seinfeld from Biohazard. He did the thing with Onyx back in the day.
Yeah.
Where she had Anthrax in Public Enemy. That's kind of a neat thing to mesh together.
Well, back in the day, it was really popular to do that kind of stuff, to mix hip-hop and rock and rap and metal and blah, blah, blah. But throughout time, it kind of lost its edge, and nowadays it's almost like sacrilege if you do it. So the second we thought that everybody was going to hate it, we were like,
absolutely got to do it,
right? Did you write that part for him specifically, or is that who you selected to do it?
No, that's what we selected, man. I've always been a huge fan of Tech 9. And again, Max is an icon, Rob, and that's just the first album.
So the second
album. Yeah, I was
saying,
and
you won't tell us anything,
Not one. Can't do it.
Well, we can't wait for the album to come out.
I can't either.
Are you guys going to play any of the new stuff today, or just the one single?
Can't tell you that.
Come on.
You won't tell anyone.
Well, I guess by the time this goes out, it'll be done.
It'll be done.
Well, since we only have an hour, we really only have about 2 of the new ones that we can keep in there. But once the headlining set comes back, we're going to probably manipulate about 4 or 5 of them. So.
And you guys are a band that tour forever, so 2 albums, how long are you going to be out there? A couple of years?
Let's not even go there.
Yeah.
No idea at this
I'm going to put you on the spot with this one only because, Jacksonville, a huge fan of you guys, and I know you guys support the military. Now that you guys have 3 gold records, and I'm sure you're going to have 5 after these 2 albums come out, are you ever going to come back and do like an intimate show, I guess? Because now you're doing huge shows.
Most definitely. Yeah. We were actually talking about doing, don't kill us for it, but we're actually talking about doing more of a behind-the-scenes kind of acoustic tour here towards Christmas.
I would love that.
There's no reason to kill you for that. I think people would kill to see that.
I think it'd be fantastic. We're talking about getting velvet couches for everybody and bean bags and making a real intimate, cool thing.
We're just talking about putting like Salute the Troops kind of show together.
I would love to do that.
You let me know. I mean, we'll do it. We will absolutely do it. I mean, we are huge, obviously, military base there.
Yeah, most definitely.
As soon as your single came out, Lift Me Up, it went straight to power. I mean,
wow.
they
there was
they love you there.
That's Killer. Thank you.
In fact,
thank you guys.
You called me that day and you're like, here it is, and we both
Sent it
just
to him.
right to it.
That's great, man. Wow,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah. So how does it feel to be a huge rock star now?
I don't know. I never think about that kind of crap. I think the second you start letting that get in your head, you lose
Absolutely.
momentum and become a total jackass.
Well, I
And
think
you know what?
that's-
You guys have never treated anybody that I've ever seen like you were huge rock stars, and I think that's like one of the best things about this band.
Well, it was funny because I was talking to, I don't know if you know Ed Brennan of Wind Up Records, and we were talking on the phone
I've met him, but I
yeah,
haven't.
real nice guy. We were talking about music in general, and I told him I was coming out here to see you guys, and because he knows I'm a huge fan, and he said, "Hey, you know what I like about Ivan?" And I said, "What?" He goes, "He's just fucking Ivan." And he said, "You know what?
I
You're
like that.
right. You always know what you're gonna get."
I like that. That's cool.
Well, because
Thank you.
You're you. You know what I mean? When you could tell by the passion when you sing your songs, and obviously the passion on stage.
Like I said, I love what I do. I love playing music. You know, I'm a fan first and foremost. And like I said, for me again, I mean, I've got to meet some of the biggest stars in the business. Stars, Rob Halford for one, Rob Zombie. I mean, great human beings. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like you said, you always know what you're gonna get.
Is it hard for you sometimes? Because I know you put a lot of emotion in it. It's your life out
Yeah.
there. Is it hard sometimes when you're on stage? Do you forget? Is there any song in particular that you get emotional about when you sing it because it reminds you of that moment? Obviously.
Pretty much all of them, to be honest with you. Because you're right, I do put so much of myself into it. You know, I don't know if it's a gift or a curse, but you know, being a frontman, yeah, you kind of expose every detail about your life. You know, so the more
I
you
think
put
that's
into
what
it, the
makes
better
it
it goes.
so great.
I do too.
Because people can relate.
Those are the kind of bands I always looked up
Yeah,
to. So.
yeah, because I think we can, me just being a music person, I know when someone's just, you know, whether it's their lyrics or they just are singing someone else's song,
Yeah,
you
totally.
can just tell. It's
Yeah, I
like-
still get, you know, Under and Over It. It's probably one of my favorites just because it's all the naysayers and the haters.
Yeah.
Exactly. The Bleeding always takes me back to when I first started with the band and the relationship that I was in at that time. So, yeah, there's always emotion that's attached to it.
Do you get that internal smile when you sing that one thing about the haters back then and where you're at
Fucking
now?
love it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I still
The
dig it.
song I love is 100 Ways to Hate. Is that
Oh, yeah.
I was going through a really bad breakup at the time, so I was like, God, I fucking love this song.
Yeah.
I would just blare. Anytime I would get just like a little inkling of sadness, I'm like, nope, and I would turn it on.
It's
and
funny
I
because
would,
we actually start the show with the remix of that.
nice.
So that's one of my favorites.
Sweet, I'll be out there.
Keep picking at it. Maybe we'll get the whole set list before.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So
Damn.
how many other new ones are you going to
Cat's coming out of the bag.
So is this album going to be similar to your other albums as far as like, you know?
No, we actually got to experiment a lot. When we have 24 or 25 tracks, you know, you have room to kind of, you know, for error, so to speak. I think it encompasses everything we've done from Way of the Fist up to Capitalist and beyond. So I'm
So it's
really,
kind of
really
like
excited
putting the
about
three
it.
together
And going
and
even
having
further.
a child with it.
Yeah.
How
That's
do you
weird.
how do you guys push further though? I mean, it seems like, especially with Capitalist, I thought maybe you were at the limit, not of what you could do ability wise, but just where the songs were and how people reacted to them. How do you push that to the next level? How do you get there?
Dig in. I mean, we're all fans of music, you know, in my band. We all listen to different stuff, so, I mean, I really don't know how to answer that. You know, it's just whatever comes to mind and throw it in
It's
the
just
system
Ivan.
and see if it
It's just
works.
he's just fucking
Ivan.
Ivan.
That's it.
I saw a video of you the other day working out, doing your workout routine before you hit the road.
Yeah.
Do you hate working out or do you love it?
No, I love it. It's actually a nice release. It's just I hate being driven to work out. I hate when somebody's on your ass the whole time. Yeah.
Look, I'm pussy.
Yo, come on, hurry. It's just like, get the fuck out of my face. Let me do this.
Do you work out all the time or just when you get ready to go on tour?
No, I
That's
work
such
out
a
all the time. I'm not like big into like muscles. Like I don't buff out or do any of the protein shakes, shit like that. But I like to
They
stay
might have
fit.
you.
I like to stay fit. You
I
probably-
can't get in this contest.
I can compare that.
I got bitch fat arms.
Oh, damn.
Ivan, what do you do for fun? Like, what does Ivan Moody do for fun?
Hang out with my family. I love my cat.
You're a
So-
cat
That's
guy?
unbelievable. I see him as with a big bull mastiff, not a
No,
cat.
I got it.
I always
His name.
thought guys with cats were gay.
Thanks.
Oh my god.
That's awesome.
Remember Wes Styles?
Well, I
He
actually.
has two cats.
I actually got.
He's not gay though.
My cat Axel. The reason I named him that is he's a diva for one.
Ah.
He's a big 25-pound piece of meat. He's just
a little
gross.
spoiled.
Oh, I love him.
It's like
He's just horrible, man. So no, he's one of my favorites. I like to, like I said, I like to work out. I love to swim, snowboarding whenever I get a chance. It's just lately, you know, for the last 8 months, I haven't really been able to do anything.
Saw you with the golf
Strip
clubs
clubs.
out there.
Strip clubs.
No way, get out of here.
And golf clubs.
I saw you with the golf clubs out
That's how I
there.
get the strippers.
What happened to
Did you go caveman style?
There you go. Oh, okay.
what happened to you moving to Jacksonville, North Carolina, and now you're in Vegas, right?
The whole thing
We
of
were
it is,
so
you know,
sad.
well, my daughter lives in Colorado, and I actually just sold my house in Vegas and moved back to Colorado, just to be around her more often because you know the time's so limited and she's getting fast so quick that I want to be there for her. So.
Yeah. 15's a tough age, man. They go through the
Son of
teen
a
years.
bitch.
It's so hard. And I can just see Ivan at the door when she brings the date home with the
That ain't
gun.
happening.
You can't say it's not gonna happen because she's just gonna rebel.
She'll
Come
be a
on.
lesbian.
I mean, even if you're just a regular 15-year-old girl,
Yeah.
your dad is Ivan Moody. Does that? I wonder if that makes her just
Is she
even
in the
crazier.
boys
She
yet?
doesn't care.
No, she's a total brat, to be honest with you. She kind of, I know. It's not my fault. I don't spoil her. I don't treat her any differently, but
Right.
she's just a brat. I love her to death. But
She's not into boys yet? Or that you know of?
that I'd like to talk about.
Could you imagine the poor bastard that knocks on that
No.
door?
No,
Oh my!
I can't.
He's
Poor guy.
scared to death.
He never had a chance.
Awesome. Well, Ivan, thank you for taking the time to.
love
Did you
you
want to?
guys.
Did you want to say? Did you
I
want
don't-
to
I don't
talk
know.
to Ivan about this? It's so funny.
All right, let's just go for it. If he throws us
Oh,
off the
God.
bus,
No,
if, he
no, no.
if he throws us off the bus, then at least we got to grab the camera.
All right, let's do it.
2 years ago at Carolina Rebellion, we were walking past you, and you stopped to talk to us, which was really cool. Well, you stopped to talk to Tina. You were with Zoltan, and you said something about somebody else in the band. We'll just say who that is, and then and he who may or may not have asked him to smash out, and then you looked at her and went, "He's just a fucking drummer!" And Zoltan and I got real scared and kind of scampered off, and Tina was like a deer in headlights. It was one of the best, funniest fucking moments in our history.
Yep.
We talk about it all the time because him and I this past year at Carolina Rebellion, we were talking about that story and we were coming up with all these bits. I'm thinking of Ivan read poetry. Like, he's just a fucking drummer. Like,
It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. I mean, it's just I just want to feel it.
or
Oh my
read
God.
recipes, you know.
The
Like,
shit that I get stuck with, man.
no.
Make
we're-
one slip and you never live it down.
2 cups of fucking flour. I mean,
Yeah,
that's what
totally.
I want.
No, we thought it was great. We laugh about it still to this day, so I guess we should thank you for that.
Thank you guys.
One of our favorite memories for sure.
That's awesome. Love you guys.
We love you. We're looking forward to the album. Both albums coming out, and of course, seeing you guys tonight. Please make sure you come to Jacksonville. Let's do
Yeah, my word.
a show.
Yeah, my word. I'll look it up. Oh, I just leaked. That was gross.
Gleek is something I haven't.
I haven't
you don't
done
know
that
what Gleek
forever.
is? Yeah.
No, what's Gleek?
When you were in
That's
high
your
school, you tried to spit through the middle of your teeth. That was like
That's a
Okay.
total accident, too. That's gross. No, you get so much.
Oh, it's my birthmark.
No, it's a hickey. Soon to be a hickey.
Ivan just gave me a
I'm
hickey.
going to leave now.
Yeah. Me too. I'm out.
All right. Mayhem 2013, Five Finger Death Punch, Big Rick, Tina Smash. And you got his word. He's coming to Jacksonville.
We'll see you there.